Mukan. Wonderful. Let's see here. What we're going to do is get in tune. So E, A, D, G, B, E. Here's our E major. Sounding pretty good. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our E major first position, put our second fingering on it, and work our bar chord all the way up to A major. We should have every note coming out crystal clear. If you get a note that's not coming out, something's wrong. So shift your hands and your finger, get your body movements, get your energy, get your deep breaths, sit up straight, take your fingers off, try and play just the E major, and then think about the bar chord as being really just your first finger on the 6th fret to get that low A string. Everything else can be laid down. What we're going to do is we're going to play an A major, and then we're going to use our second fingering scale. So we have A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, and A. A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. When we do this, we're looking to differentiate between the 3 different major scales. One being the one we already know that we're working on, Aoni. The next one, which is in between that, uses the 4th scale degree. So when we do a whole step, half step, whole step, half step, we have A to B, whole step, B to C sharp, whole step, and then half step. Well, when we start on the 4th scale degree, we're removing whole step, half step from the beginning of the cadence. What we're left with is whole step, half step, whole step, half step, meaning it looks more like A to B is a whole step, B to C sharp is a whole step, C sharp to D sharp is a whole step, D sharp to E is a half step, E to F sharp is a whole step, F sharp to G step, whole step, and then half step from G sharp to A. Thusly giving you do 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 da do 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 da. A great way to hear this is a song called from Simpsons. It's the Overture. Also, if you play Legend of Zelda from the Wind Waker series, I think the island music was... Anywho, Lydian is a great modal structure. Unfortunately, it's not really used in common music. It's really only used mainly as a moving passing tone. Also in a lot of movies to build a little bit of tension and add something different besides that melody. But that's how you play Lydian. Do, re, mi, fa. So we have a raised 4th. So the difference between do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do and our natural style is our raised 4th for Lydian. So practice doing those. 5, 7, 4, 5. Sorry, 4, 7, 4, 5, 7, 4, 6. That's going to give you your raised 4th. The next one's going to be Mixolydian. So we have our major chord, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. We're going to drop our 7th, our ti, to a ta. Ti, ta, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ta, which means our flat 7 gives us Mixolydian. We use our Mixolydian chord over the dominant 7. So in the key of C, C goes to C major 7, and C major goes to C dominant 7. If I played a groove that had a... I would use that Mixolydian. That whole thing was around my flat 7th, not my raised 7th. It wouldn't have worked. Hear how that raised seventh, that natural seventh note is just too happy. You need that flat seventh for it to work. So that's your mixolydian. And the way you do that is take your pinky off right there. So all you have is these two defining. Granted, if you bar this whole thing down and you do the same thing with your E major, and then here, that gives you an E major 7, E major 7, F7, F sharp 7, G7, G sharp 7, or A flat 7, A7. A7 is used for which mode? Your fifth for the mixolydian. That's the whole lesson. I want you to get a piece of paper, write that down on it, and show in the key of A, you got a C sharp as your third interval, F sharp as your sixth, and then as your seventh, you have a G sharp as well. In mixolydian, that G sharp goes to a G. In Lydian, the G stays fine, the seventh does, but the raised fourth goes. So in the key of A, B, C sharp, D will go to a D sharp. Hearing, thusly, do-do-do-da. I know it sounds weird, but when you layer that over something like, you could use was a mix between Lydian and mixolydian. Long story short, I know that seems overwhelming, but if you go slow on all these, it all turns into the same thing. And all we do together is we work on how to get our fingers in the right position. Work on those scales this week, and I will see you next week. Aloha.